What is up, everybody? It's Peace. Welcome to another video. So I've got the deck profile that I told you guys about in the other video. For you guys today, the 4th place Dragon Link deck. I've got a pack to open up for you guys real quick. First, though, Meowsy Click. All right, cool. Out to Mystic Mine. Anyway, let's get into the profile. So 3 Seifert for consistency, 3 Rocket Tracer. Probably one of your better starters in the deck. Rocket Recharger and double Rocket Synchron. That's a standard starter package. Also 2 Absolrouter Dragon. This definitely comes up a lot. What I've noticed a lot now that I've been playing Dragon Link a lot more is normal summon Rocket Synchron into Reborn Absolrouter Dragon or Pepega Ruler or Noctovision even is really good. It does lock you into darks for the rest of the turn, but you can either use that as Synchro Summon or Link Fodder. So that's really cool. So just those. I feel like that's super standard. We are playing the 1 Chamber, which is really nice. The White Dragon and the Black Dragon. In our format, this is at 1. So all you Master Duel people with your multiple copies, that's insane. These cards are insanely broken. Noctovision Dragon, playing 2 copies, the Chaos Dragon Levianeer, and the 1 Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, which is one of the new additions for my version of the deck. I did opt to not play the Black Metal Dragon because Black Metal Dragon turns Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon into a brick. Because if you draw this first, and then you draw into your Black Metal Dragon later, it's essentially worthless because you no longer have a search target. It just becomes a generic level 1 dragon that does not do anything. Also, if you start your turn off with Black Metal Dragon, that plays so hard into Lancia. I mean, obviously, if you're activating Chaos Space, your opponent will know to Lancia you then, but then you can Gamma, because we do play Gamma as one of our hand traps. But just that's my reasoning why I do not like Black Metal Dragon. All right, so those are the 1-up dragons. Next is the hand traps. So we only play light hand traps in the main deck. Triple Nibiru, triple Gamma with the driver, and then triple Effect Veiler. So, yeah, you can add any of these off of Pepega Ruler. Gamma doesn't really work once you have a monster on board, but it's still so powerful, and it can put level 8 Synchro material on the field for you, that it's worth playing. This deck is very susceptible to Droll and Lockbird, and then sometimes a well-timed Lancia. So Gamma is really useful in that aspect. All right, so that's all the monsters. So next up, let's take a look at the spells. Power Spell, Chaos Space. I think Dragon Link is the best deck to abuse this card, and this card's incredibly broken. Just by itself, it is a draw 1 plus a Hieratic Seal of Heavenly Spheres. Or if you want to go the other route, it's like full combo in a sense, because you can just go Romulus and get your Tracer access for Pepega Ruler and then whatever else you want to do. Next up is Quick Launch. This is the emergency teleport. It just gets your Recharger out of your deck, or Tracer, or anything that you're really missing. Sometimes I even get Rocket Synchron to Synchro Summon with, which is really nice. The 1 Boot Sector Launch and the 1 Dragon Ravine, because Romulus is still broken. All right, then just some more going second cards. 2 Forbidden Chalice. I mean, if I had Droplets, it would probably be Droplets, maybe even 3 copies. But right now, this is a 40-card deck. I did cut Triple Tactics Talents. In my previous version of this list, I was playing Triple Tactics Talents at 2 copies in addition to this, but I found that was just too many going second cards, so I did cut this list down to 40. Finally, the 2 Dragon Maid Tidyings. This card is absolutely insane. I might even play 3 sometime, because it's just so good to be able to just out anything, including Graveyard. I had someone have to read this card because they were like, wait, that can hit stuff out of my graveyard too? Yes, it can. So that's 40-card main deck, pretty solid. Next, let's take a look at the extra deck. We got our Nib token, which is, for Nibiru. All right, so Chaos Ruler is an amazing card. I summon this out of my extra deck almost as much as I summon Striker Dragon. So that just goes to show you how crucial this card is. Its mill effect is amazing. Savage Dragon. I find myself summoning this less and less. It's kind of like something that I want to put on board to ensure the rest of my plays go instead of like a boss monster. I'm summoning Hot Red Dragon, Archfiend Abyss a lot more, which is really nice. But yeah, these are the powerful synchro monsters that you run in this deck. Next up, the Link 1s. You got Striker Dragon and Pisty. Rest in peace, Elpy. I think these cards are still good. Next, the best boss monster, honestly, in the game. So much follow-up. Being able to bounce any face-up card, including your own. If you want to play around certain things, you can just bounce your own card in the standby phase just to get more follow-up. If your hand wasn't very good and you could only end on seal, sometimes it's worth it to play around things instead of trying to get a disruption. Some of the other Link 2s, IP Masquerena comes up a lot. A lot of times I'll end on Heretic Seal of Heavenly Spheres and IP Masquerena, which is still pretty formidable. Sometimes I'll even have a tidying with that as well. So 2 bounces and then either a spin or an Apollosa, depending on how things turn out. IP is really great. It works well with Unicorn as well. Quad Boral Dragon, Romulus, Nightmare Unicorn. For the other Link 3, we got Triple Burst Dragon, so that's really nice. This comes up sometimes too, but I feel like Guard Dragon, Pisty, and Triple Burst is kind of win more. I feel like whenever I'm using that combo, it's like it could be used better. I might end up cutting Triple Burst for something else. Who knows? And then the Link 4s, Apollosa, Standard, my new Access Code Talker, which is awesome. Once it hit the field, my opponent scooped. Red Reboot is a hell of a card. And then we're still playing Boral Sword because, like, what's a Dragon Link without Boral Sword? Being able to have this in your graveyard and reborn it off of Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, like, is so insane. And then finally, the side deck. Like, Floodgates are really important. So Lancia is a floodgate that stops banishing. Token Collector is a floodgate that stops tokens. Droll is a floodgate that stops adding to your hand for the rest of the turn. So all these are very powerful. You need high-impact hand traps for this type of deck so that you can be able to play next turn. We can't afford to play like too many hand traps. I know 9 in the main deck is a lot, but honestly, we should be running 12, but there's just not enough room. Twin Twisters, I did end up missing evenly matched, but this was decent against the back row matches. Summon Limit. I was on Anti-Spell before, but Summon Limit is just as good, if not even better, because there's not a lot of people playing spells that really extend them as much as just their monster effects extending them, but people usually don't side in back row against combo decks like this. So, I don't know. I feel like this is not really a new strategy, but at the same time, like, this is so amazing. Drawing into your floodgates and like pushing through hand traps, building a tiny board with Summon Limit is just uncrackable, which is insane. Also, I love drawing Imperial Order. I opted not to play it in the main deck anymore because it also shuts down your moves. And if you unfortunately lose the die roll and have to go second, and then you draw Imperial Order, it's kind of dead because spells aren't really being used turn 2. So this is really just sided in for going first or against like a matchup like Sky Striker, which is very heavy on spells, or even Invoke Dogmatica. It can come up because that'll stop their Alistair engine from rolling forward. And then finally, Red Reboot for an auto win. I got to use this on a Guru player. Shoutouts Taylor. Rest in peace to your board. Yeah, so that's the deck profile. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I might change this list again, but this is what I did top with. So yeah, subscribe for the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.